Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube page. Of course, this is Kenya Trends channel, and today on my political journal I would want us to talk about the ongoing case at the law courts. Of course, I'm talking about the impeachment case or the petitions that have been presented by HE, the former Deputy President of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua. So I know some of you might have been wondering what is happening at the law courts, because maybe you've not had the chance of going through the sessions, the Milimani law courts. But now today I'm here to break down to you of what is happening and what could be the plan of HE Rigathi Gachagua, or what does he look forward to achieve after all these petitions or all this process is done. So for those of you who have been following the session keenly, you must have noticed that one of the things that Rigathi Gachagua has been looking forward to do is to derail or to slow down the hearing of these cases. Remember, before he was impeached, he had already filed about 26 petitions barring in the petitions. He was asking, or he was presenting and looking for a chance to bar the Senate and the National Assembly from impeaching him. Unfortunately, it fell on damp ears, and the process went on until the day that he was impeached at the Senate. While he was at the Karen hospital, he instructed his lawyers to go and file another petition or a conservatory order stopping the National Assembly from stopping the executive from swearing in Kithure Kindiki as the next deputy president. Fortunately, on that day, his petition was heard and it was granted. So the judge at the Kerugoya Law Court granted his wish, and he placed that conservatory order, which was to expire on the 24th, which was just Thursday this week. So the conservatory order expired even before the hearing, and this is the reason why it expired before before it was placed, or before the hearing. You will remember that they filed that petition under the file of urgency, and the courts granted them their wish, and it was settled that the motion or the hearing was to be done on Tuesday this week, which again did not happen, because as much as they met, but immediately they assembled, and when the files were ready to be read, or the motion was the process was ready to be mentioned, what happened is that after the deputy president was impeached by the Senate, while he was at the hospital, he instructed his lawyers to go and file another petition seeking to stop the executive from swearing in Kithure Kindiki as the new deputy president. Of course, this time at least it was heard, and a judge from Kerugoya Law Courts granted them this wish. But again, this wish was to expire on the 24th of this month, which was Thursday. And so what happened is that this conservatory order expired even before its hearing. And you will remember that one of the things that have made this conservatory order to expire before its hearing is that on Tuesday, when it was the day that the courts had decided to start hearing the petitions of Rigathi Gachagua, it was the same day that Rigathi Gachagua's advocates filed another petition seeking or claiming that they do not have confidence in the three-bench judge who were selected by DCJ, Deputy Chief Justice, of course, Mwilu. They say that Mwilu did not have the requisite power to choose or to set a panel, which again, the judges asked them to file that petition, and they discussed. The motion went on, and later these judges gave their judgment saying that it was lawful for Deputy Chief Justice to select a panel. After the judgment's decision stating that Deputy Chief Justice has the powers to set a panel, they went ahead saying that they do not have confidence with Judge Mrima, saying that this specific judge might have conflict of interest, considering the fact that while he was doing his wedding, the Senate Speaker was one of the people who attended Judge Murima's wedding. And so they say that this judge might favor the Senate Speaker, or might favor senators, because the advocates representing the senators. And they went ahead claiming that the wife of Judge Mrima also work at the public offices, and so she might be, or she might persuade the husband to rule against the outgoing deputy president. And of course, they were heard. Later on Friday, the judges came out with their decision, and they said that their argument was did not hold water, and it was not and it cannot requisite a judge. It cannot remove a judge from hearing one's case, because I remember I had one of the National Assembly advocates saying that even the deputy president himself, Rigathi Gachagua, attended a wedding of his own MP from Madeira, but when it came to issue of impeachment, his own MP impeached him despite of the fact that he had attended, and not just attending, but he represented the father of the MP. So these judges say that one's relationship or where they work does not discriminate their judgment, or will not discriminate their ruling, and so they are here to stay. Some of you might see this as biasness, or some of you might see this as there is a problem with how cases are going on, but I'm here to tell you that personally, I think this is a plan that Rigathi Gachagua had since his impeachment. And at some point, you will allow me to say that where we have reached right now, I want to blame the lawyers of Rigathi Gachagua. Because remember, one thing that Rigathi Gachagua right now is fighting for at the courts is for the court to exonerate him all the charges and to set him free so that he can run for political seat. He is not arguing, or he is not at the law courts defending himself or defending his office. He has already lost the office, and he knows that, because right now we already have a deputy president-elect, and if you try and examine the whole process of Rigathi Gachagua impeachment, it was lawful. Everything went according to the constitution. So at this point, there is nothing that he can take back. And I think this is the point that he has realized that he has lost everything. He do not have anything, or sometimes they say that cats have 9 lives, but according to him, I think this is the time that he has realized he is a human being and he only have 1 life, and even that's life, I'm talking about political life, it's at jeopardy. Because as we speak right now, one thing I want to believe is that the courts will rule against him. Because the only thing that he's going to defend himself about the impeachment is that he was not given a fair hearing at the Senate. They did not give him a chance to come and speak to the senators. But come to think of it, what would have happened if he would defend himself orally as he claimed? Because again, once you are there, once you are on the stand, once you are being cross-examined, there is only one thing that you are allowed to speak concerning your witness. Whatever you will be speaking it should be the same thing that you have written in your affidavit. Affidavit is the witness, a documentation of the witness. You see, so Rigathi Gachagua had already documented his answers against the charges that were there, and so whatever he was going to be asked, definitely it was going to be part of what he had written in his affidavit. So, and again, as we are told by the lawyers, is that at the court, it's not mandatory that you defend, or in any jury, it's not mandatory that you defend yourself orally. You can be defended by your lawyer, or you can be defended by your affidavit. And at this case, his advocates were present. In this case, his affidavit was present. So it was the one that senators interrogated. They did not interrogate him, but they interrogated his affidavit. So here is what I think. I think this whole move of Rigathi Gachagua's judges, first of all, saying that the deputy president does not have, the deputy chief justice does not have the power to create a panel or to set a panel for any hearing. It was something that they knew is possible. It's something that they know that the deputy deputizes the president, and once the president is not able, or once the days, it's one thing that they know that the president or the chief justice can just delegate the deputy to do some work for her. You know, in this case she's a woman, so for her. And it is what happened. Once they saw, or once the judges came out with that ruling, because again, what I think is that they just want to create time, to delay everything. They want to delay the office of the chief justice. They want to delay this justice, because as much as he has been crying out loud saying that he wants justice, but one thing is that another form of justice is that your hearing should be done on time. That's another aspect of justice. So, and in this case, since his certificate was on urgency matter, so then it's just okay that the hearing is done during this period, even though he's the one now acting against what he filed, because he filed the matter to be sorted out in urgency, but right now he's trying to delay. So according to me, I think he's just trying to hold the government. According to me, I think he's just trying to blackmail the government. I know you are wondering how, but he wants to cripple the office of the deputy president, because what happens right now is that we cannot, or the government or the executive cannot swear in Kithure Kindiki, which again automatically sterilized, or it sterilized the office of the deputy president. And questions have been out there. I've seen a meme out there circulating, someone saying, it was on Twitter, someone saying that right now we do not have a deputy president. What happens to that dictator? Of course, these are people who are, you know, we have all kinds of people, varieties, and Kenya is a free state. People are allowed to say what they say. So someone was saying, what happens to the president? Like this person was just trying to ask, what happens if the president dies at this moment? You see, we will have a problem, because right now we do not know who is now to ascend to that power. Rigathi Gachagua impeached, Kithure Kindiki elected. Who is the deputy president of Kenya currently? What happens if the president anapatwa na shida? So those are some of the conflicts that we have, and I think it works best for Rigathi Gachagua, because he wants it to perfectly work that way, so that the president or the executive can call him. You know, this is one tactic that Raila Amolo Odinga has been doing, even though Raila Odinga has been doing it using people, his followers. Rigathi Gachagua do not hana followers, but at least a conservatory order from the court. So he want to derail this move. He want to waste time, because again, this is a situation that is time bound. The deputy president must be sworn in within 14 days. What happens if 14 days exceed when the court has not haijasikiliza kesi ya Gachagua? You see, he will be bringing, or he's trying to bring a law crisis, and so that's what I think. He wants the executive to call him and tell him, you know, you guy, you see what, just relax. Because another thing that you people should know is that once, or one thing that you should know is that since he has been impeached and he had not sat in the office for 2.5 years, I'm talking about 2.5 years, because, you know, a full term is usually 5 years. In his case, he hasn't even achieved half the term, you see. So there is no benefits, retirement benefits from the office. He goes home with nothing. If it stands right now, or if the issue stands as they are right now, then Rigathi Gachagua is just packing his clothes and going home. No any benefits from the office of the deputy president. So I think that's one of the things that he might be looking forward to. He wants the government to call him and tell him, okay, we'll go and remove those petitions, and we will give you your retirement benefits. What do you think? I think it is in his favor if the process takes quite some time, because at least now the office is vacant, and he can manipulate the government in any way he wants. Those are my thoughts, and of course, I'm your host, Presenter Dante, and this is our political journal. Just don't forget to subscribe to get more of these videos. See you on my next episode. Goodbye.